Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassandra if you're new here, and I am a mom of three. I have a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and I recently moved. I did get a few DMs as I've been posting things from where I moved to, questions like where did you move, why did you move, how did you move, etc. So let's get into it. Right, so I moved from a place called Caroline County, which is about 45 minutes or so north of Richmond, Virginia, which more people are familiar with. Literally lived in the middle of the woods. I purchased a house on 2.5 acres, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a unfinished mother-in-law suite that also had an additional 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom in it as well. Tons of storage space, huge shed with like a workbench in it. Beautiful property, to be honest. It was neglected by previous owners, but I could see the diamond in the rough. And it was 2021 when the interest rates were at an all-time low, and I thought this is the perfect starter home for me. This girl loves a project. I purchased this home and I was super excited. I definitely thought that it was more like a starter home for me. Maybe it's similar to a lot of millennials who purchased their home back in 2020, 2021 time frame. We all thought this is the first house we're gonna get. We'll be here for the next 5 years. We'll sell it, we'll move on, but it's looking like I'm kind of stuck with this house. The only problem with that is Caroline County just wasn't doing it for me. I'm a little bit more adventurous, and living there turned me into a person that I didn't really recognize. Living there turned me into a different type of person. So I work remotely, completely 100% from home. So I don't have the opportunity to go out and meet people. So it was literally just being mom, working, no social life, not involved in the community, and that made me extremely depressed. I was fighting a lot of demons, and I knew I had to do something. I knew that like I needed to change my environment, and I've always wanted to live at the beach. Like you can ask anybody, like, you know, I don't know if you've seen the Barbie movie, but you know how Ken is like, his personality is beach. That is me. I am Ken. My personality is beach.
Let's beach off.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I will beach both.
So I said, you know what? I don't know if I'll work remote for the rest of my life, but I know that I'm working remotely now. Is there going to be a better opportunity to uproot my life and move to the beach? It's got to be now, right? And ultimately, I would love to actually own a beach house and to like purchase a home, but I wasn't quite ready to let go of my really low interest rate and my beautiful property and the house that I've literally put blood, sweat, and tears into. Like, you know. So it wasn't easy to leave. I mean, it was really the first home I purchased for my family. It had, you know, the perfect amount of bedrooms, the perfect amount of space, but I wasn't happy. And my kids need a happy mom, right? So again, we made the leap. And what I ended up doing was I ended up renting out my home to basically family, and it's working out really well so far. I think we're about 10 weeks in, and they're loving it, I'm loving it. So I'm renting out my house to them. I told them like, hey, I'm only committing to 12 months. I do want to stay longer, but I just don't know. Like I have to see how my kids adjust to the new school. You know, I have to see if the travel back and forth to co-parent works. So I told them I'd let them know around December timeframe if I'm gonna move back or if I'm gonna stay. If you were to ask me right now, while my endorphins are high and I'm, you know, fresh out of the gym from the sauna and all that stuff, I would stay for sure for at least 1 more year. But you know, I'm basically breaking even. Like I have an Excel spreadsheet tracking basically every dollar. I'm not making any money off you renting out my house, and I'm not losing any money renting out my house. I am breaking even to the literal dollar. I'm renting an apartment right now. So it's really working. For safety reasons, I'm not gonna disclose exactly where in Virginia Beach I live. I am close to a lot of amenities. I am close to the beach. I can walk to the beach. I can, you know, walk to the grocery store. And over the past 3 years, I've gained probably like 60 pounds. I blame it on working from home. I blame it on a lack of activity, but I also blame it on being literally depressed. When I lived there, I actually had to leave the house. It wasn't like I could just take a walk and get hit by a car. I had to get in my car, drive somewhere, and the types of gyms that I like with like the kid zones and the amenities, like a pool and all that stuff, like the closest one is about 30 minutes away. So I couldn't really motivate myself after a long day at work typing emails and please, confirm and CC me and let's circle back and all that stuff. The last thing I wanted to do was get in my car and drive 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back to the gym, plus work out for at minimum an hour, and then have to worry about cooking dinner and, getting the kids bathed and making sure they're doing their homework. It's just a lot for one person, because again, I am a single mom. Like, everything is on my shoulders. There's not a person that I can tap in of, hey, can you go take the trash out, or hey, can you walk the dog? My children help me, of course, but they're children, like, let's be honest, especially teenage children. So anyway, I'm living at the beach and I can walk to all these different places. Sidewalks, greatest invention ever, my favorite thing. And my mental health has changed dramatically. I think also me going to the gym, I have a consistent gym routine again, which I'm very excited about. The endorphins are flowing, the serotonin is serotonin in. And I feel very grateful and I feel very blessed that I'm able to do this, that I'm in a position that I can do this. And I feel really humbled as well, because, statistically, I shouldn't be doing the things that I do. Like, I'm a teen mom. I literally had my first daughter when I was 17. I had my second kid when I was 19. It's so much different than parenting. I had my youngest when I was, I think, 26 or 27. Completely different experience for the child, completely different experience for the mother as well. So I just feel very grateful that I've been able to work to get to this position where I can uproot my family, still co-parent successfully, and get to live a life that I've literally dreamed about for many years, which is, having my family here at the beach with me, doing, all of the beach things. It's very exciting. I would love to make more YouTube content now that I have more things to do, now that I'm getting out of a hole. I post, a video maybe once a quarter for those who follow the fiscal year. We'll see what happens. No promises, okay? Because I actually want to follow through on the things that I say that I'm going to do. So thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, leave a wave emoji. This is probably more like a wave. If you made it to the end of the video, leave a wave emoji.